Hello students. So we are seeing the continuation of the strategies for enhancement in food production topic, that is the plant breeding. So in the previous classes we people have seen about the animal breeding, okay, and madam has told about the classes of animal breeding, like how the beekeeping is done, how the dairy farm management is done, how the poultry farm management is done, okay, and how the multiple ovulation and embryo transfer is done. So all these things you people have seen in the animal breeding. Now in the today's class we people are going to see about the plant breeding. On the whole students, why do we see the plant breeding and animal breeding? Okay, that is the main question what we have to see. We are seeing the animal breeding and plant breeding to get the knowledge that how the food improvement and the meat production and the milk production improvement is done. Why we have to do the food improvement or crop improvement or milk production or meat production? Why? Because nowadays you people know, as people know, that there is a production of the overpopulation. So to overcome the need of the overpopulation, we people are going to do the process. We are going to apply the new techniques for the improvement of the crop production and for the improvement of the milk and the meat production. Well, here we are going to see that the milk and the meat production you people have seen in the dairy farm management as well as in the poultry farm management. But here crop improvement or the cultivation of the crop we are going to see now. Okay, so crop improvement or the cultivation of the crop we are going to see in the today's class. Okay, so that is we are going to see in the form of plant breeding. Okay, what we are going to see in the form of plant breeding. Well, here I'll set the mic here. My mic is just I'll set here. Okay, now we are going to see what is plant breeding. Plant breeding is nothing but breeding of the plant bodies. Two different plant bodies I will take here. See, first we'll see the meaning of the plant breeding. Then we'll go what is the use of the plant breeding. Okay. See, plant breeding. Plant, you people know what is the meaning of the plant, you people know. What is the meaning of the breeding, that we have to see. Breeding means mating. What is the meaning of the breeding here? Mating, or we can say crossing. Students, what is the meaning of the mating? What is the meaning of the crossing? You should know that one. Crossing or mating is nothing but two different organisms are taken and they are just allow them to mate. Okay, to produce the new offsprings. So same way here also breeding is nothing but the mating. But here two different plant organisms are taken, plant bodies are taken for the production of the new offsprings. Well, so that is the meaning of the breeding. So plant breeding, why it has to be done? Students, why? Because the purpose of the plant breeding is to improve the crop plants. Okay, to improve the crop plants. Students, you are going to eat tomato, potato, okay, all the vegetables you take, all the cereals and pulses you take, all the millets you take. If you are going to not going to eat the healthy food, then you are not going to get the proper energy. Okay, so to get the proper healthy food, to get the proper energy, we have to take care of the plants so that the yielding of the plants should be very high. For that purpose, they are going to do the plant breeding technique. Okay, and this plant breeding, continuous cultivation of the plants is producing the green revolution. Continuous cultivation of the plants is producing the green revolution. So that the green revolution was first identified by the scientist called as Dr. M.S. Swaminathan. Dr. M.S. Swaminathan is a scientist who has identified the technique called as Green Revolution. Okay, Green Revolution. What is the meaning of the Green Revolution here? That is improvement of the green plants or improvement of the crop plants in which we are going to see more amount of nutrition, more amount of vitamins, more amount of minerals and all. Okay, and diseased free plant bodies. Diseased free plant bodies means what? That is, the plants should not suffer from any of the bacteria, the plants should not suffer from any of the viruses. Okay, that is called as what? Diseased free plants. Understood? So that all concept we are going to see in the plant breeding. So this was the introduction what I have told you till now. What was the plant breeding technique means? It is the process where the two different plant bodies are taken and they are mated or crossed, okay, to produce the new offsprings, new plant bodies. Well, so this is what I wanted to say in the introduction. Now exactly we'll see what is the meaning of the plant breeding, and what is the useful of the plant breeding technique that we are going to see. See, Green Revolution was dependent to a large extent on plant breeding techniques for development of high yielding and disease resistant varieties in wheat, rice, maize, etc. Students, I was continuously telling that in the introductory part, I was continuously telling that what is the use of the plant breeding. See, it is nothing but high yielding nutritive quality should be produced there. Okay, high yielding nutritive quality should be produced there, and also we are going to see that the plant production should be of disease free. Okay, disease free means what? They should not have any of the disease. Okay, they should not have any of the disease, okay, to the plant bodies, so that the yielding should be very high. Okay, that is the meaning of the sentence. So what is the definition of the plant breeding we are going to see, and definition is very important for 1 mark. Okay, definition is very important for 1 mark. What is plant breeding? Plant breeding is the purposeful manipulation of the plant species in order to create desired plant types that are better suited for cultivation, give a better yields and are disease resistant. From that time onwards, I am telling that by the plant breeding technique, the better yielding will be there, disease-free plant bodies will be there, the nutrition will be very high in these plants. Okay, so that is the main definition of the plant breeding. Manipulation, purposeful manipulation means what? It is manipulation, meaning is multiplication. Purposeful manipulation means willingly the plant bodies are crossed and multiplied. Okay, purposeful manipulation, you people know what is the meaning of purposeful. Willingly plant bodies are multiplied. Okay, and why they are multiplied? In order to create the desired plant types. Desired plant types means whatever plants we require for the cultivation, whichever plants we require for the cultivation, that is called as desired plant types. We are interested plant, we can say. Desired means what? Interested plants. Interested plants can be multiplied. Okay, and why they are multiplied? For the cultivation. Why they are multiplied, students? For the cultivation and for the better yielding. Okay, and for the better yielding and disease resistance. The plant body should be disease resistance. Hope so you have understood this. Okay, so plant breeding is nothing but the purposeful manipulation of the plant species in order to create desired plant types that are better suited for cultivation, give better yields and disease resistant. Disease resistance means what? That is, the plant body should should fight against the harmful pathogen or harmful bacteria or harmful viruses. That is called as what? Disease resistance. Internally, the plant body should have the immune power, okay, to fight against the harmful pathogens. That is called as what? Disease resistance. Now, we are going to see, so till now you people have seen the first meaning, okay, that is plant breeding means what. Now, what are the characteristic features which are trying to incorporate by the plant body? Okay, that means traits means what? Characters. What is the meaning of the traits here? Characters. What characters do we expect from the new offspring by produced by the after the breeding technique? Okay, what characters we are expecting here? That is, we are knowing under the traits that breeder try to incorporate in the crop plant. So, traits means character, we will say. What is the meaning of the traits here? Characters. So, first is we are expecting high yielding. Students, I have already told you why the plant breeding techniques we are following, to produce the high yielding technique. Okay, to produce what? High yielding technique. High yielding technique means production should be more. Okay, what is the meaning of the high yielding technique? Production should be more here. Okay, that is called as what? High yielding technique. So, first character is to produce the high yielding. Now, second character, better quality of production or produce, we will say. Better quality of production or produce. What is the meaning of the better quality of production or produce? That is, the seeds should be very healthy, or the seeds or the whatever, not only the seeds, whatever the products we are getting after the breeding technique, that should be very good quality. Okay, that should have very good quality. That is called as what? Better quality of the production. Okay, good quality. If you eat unhealthy quality, unhealthy quality, if you see unhealthy, any rotten seeds or any rotten vegetable, want to eat that one? No, you are not going to eat that one. So, whatever the quality is there, that should be very healthy and it should look very nutritive. Okay, that is called as what? Better quality of production. The third point is increased tolerance to environmental stress. See, whatever the stress is produced by the environment, that stress should be tolerated by the plant body. That stress should be tolerated by the plant body. After breeding technique, whichever new plants are produced, those new plants are comparatively very stronger than the parents. Comparatively very stronger than the parents. Why? Because the two different plant bodies genetic material is going to mix. That is why they are very strong compared to the parents. Okay, and what strongness they are showing? They are tolerating the different environmental conditions. They are tolerating the different types of regions or different types of temperature. Okay, or we can say a salinity stress or a climatic condition or temperature it may be. So, whatever the environmental stress is there, okay, whatever the environmental stress is there, that is tolerated by these plant bodies which has been produced after the plant breeding technique. The main intention of the plant breeding is this one. Okay, what is that? Increased tolerance to environmental stress. Okay, that is the main intention of the plant breeding technique. Understood? Okay. Now, fourth point we are going to see. Resistance to pathogen. Students, you have to understand what is the meaning of the resistance. Resistance means fighting against with the disease or pathogen. What is the meaning of the resistance here? Fighting against with the disease of or pathogen, we can say. Okay. See, after plant breeding technique, after following the plant breeding technique, the new offsprings, whatever the new offsprings are produced, they are commonly fighting against with the diseases. Okay, they are commonly fighting against with the diseases. That is called as pathogen. Means what? Those organisms which are causing the disease are called as what? Pathogen. The organisms which are causing the disease are called as pathogen. So these organisms, that means whatever the plant bodies are produced, okay, whatever the plant bodies are produced, they are just fighting against the pathogens. They are fighting against the pathogens. They are fighting against the disease. Like that quality has been produced after the plant breeding technique. Okay, that is the fourth point. Fifth point, increased tolerance to insects and pests. Students, insects means you take any butterfly like insects. Okay, pests means crawling organisms. That means they just crawl like this in the on the soil like this. Okay, their body is going to contract, their body is going to relax. That is crawling organisms, crawling small microorganisms, we can say. Okay, insects and pest. If you go for the agricultural field, if you see any plant bodies, there you are going to see small green color pest on the leaf, eating the leaf and getting the nutrition from the leaf. Those are called as what? Pest. Okay, so whatever technique we are applying in the plant breeding, no, what after applying the technique in the plant breeding, what is going to happen? The offsprings are produced there, and those offspring, once again, they should have the capacity to fight against with the pest. Okay, they should have the capacity to fight against with the pest. Understood? So this is about the characteristic features where the scientist wanted to produce in the crop plants. Incorporating means what? Producing these characters in the crop plants. They wanted these characters to be there in the plant bodies. Okay, that is called as what? Incorporation. Hope so you have understood this second concept. Okay, first concept, what it was we have seen. So the first concept, it was the meaning and the introduction of the plant breeding, and also the definition of the plant breeding, what we have seen in the first concept. Okay, the second concept is characteristic features of the better yielding plant bodies. The scientists wanted what they wanted to incorporate in the new offsprings. That is the characteristic features like high yielding should be there. Okay, after the breeding technique, high yielding should be there. The better quality of production should be there. Increased tolerance to environmental stress should be there. Resistance to pathogen should be there. Then increased tolerance to insect plants, pests. Okay, so tolerance capacity, that means whatever the harmful insects and harmful pests, if they wanted to eat the plant bodies, they have to killed by themselves immediately after eating the plant body without using any insecticides and pesticides. Okay, so like that, new technique has been incorporated in the plant bodies. In future classes, I'll tell you what is that pest resistant plant bodies, insect resistant plant bodies, what type of diseases are produced by which type of insects and all. In future classes, I'm going to tell you people. Okay, that is the second slide, and this is very important for 3 marks. Okay, they are very important for 3 marks question, that write the characteristic features of the better yielding crop plant, or write the important characteristic features of the crop plants, traits, or directly they can ask the traits that breeder try to incorporate in the crop plant. Okay, it is very important for 3 marks. Hope so you have understood this slide also. Okay, hope so you have understood, students. Thinking that, I am continuing here. Okay, so next slide is, you can see. So here students, conventional plant breeding has been practiced for thousands of years. A conventional plant breeding means what? Conventional plant breeding means taking two plants, okay, then their upper surface is peeled off and their protoplasm is take mixed and tied. So all these old practice, old conventional means old plant breeding techniques. Okay, old plant breeding techniques has been practiced from thousands of years since from the beginning of the human civilization. Okay, since from the beginning of the human civilization, old plant breeding techniques have been applied and they are recorded in the plant breeding dates back to 9,000 to 11,000 years ago. Okay, now they have been recorded also. Before that, what the type of plant breeding, plant mating they have done, they have recorded that also. Okay, and many present day crops are the results of domestication in ancient times. Nowadays, whatever the new techniques or new crops we are going to see, they are the results of the conventional plant breeding. Okay, they are the results of the conventional plant breeding, old plant breeding techniques like hybridization, we will say. Okay, hybrid means what? The new offspring produced, the healthy new offspring produced after the mating of the two different plant bodies. That is the what to say? That is the in plant conventional old plant breeding technique, we'll say. Okay, and today all our major food crops are derived from the domesticated varieties. Nowadays, whatever we eating that one. Okay, nowadays whatever we are having our food, all these are from the applied. Domesticated means what? Already cultured. Domesticated animals means nourishing cultured varieties. Okay, already applied techniques or applied knowledges varieties we are going to get here. Food crops we are going to get here. Classical plant breeding involves or hybridization of pure lines followed by artificial selection to produce plants with desirable traits of higher yield, nutrition and resistance to diseases. Now students, one more plant breeding technique is that is classical plant breeding involves. What it is involving? Crossing or hybridization of pure lines. Pure lines means what? Taking the plant body from the same generation, or we can say growing the plant bodies continuously in one, growing the single plant body continuously up to 4 to 5 or 5 to 6 generation. There what happens students, we are not going to see the involvement of the any new character. Okay, what we are not going to see? We are not going to see the involvement of the any new character. Only a single parental plant body is crossed or hybridized. Okay, that is the hybridization we will say. Followed by artificial selection to produce the plant bodies. See, if we want to produce a new plant body, we have to select the plant bodies first. If we want to produce, for example, tomato. For example, I am telling you, tomato. Tomato is nothing but the combination of the potato and the tomato. What is the meaning of the tomato here? The combination of the potato and the tomato. If we want to produce the tomato, then what happens? We have to select the tomato and the potato plant body. Different plant bodies we have to select. Okay, artificial selection, what do we say? With desirable traits of higher yield. Okay, that means they should have the capacity of production of higher yielding, then they should have the nutrition and they should fight against with the disease. Okay, they should have the tolerating or fighting with the disease against with the pathogens and all. Okay, so that is the desirable traits of higher yields, nutrition and resistance to diseases, we will say. Then With advancement in genetics, molecular biology and tissue culture, plant breeding is now increasingly being carried out by using molecular genetic tools. Students, previously what the botanist or what the biotechnologist or what the plant breeding person used to do is, they directly work with the plant bodies. They directly work with the taking the two plant bodies. They used to peel off the skin, or they just tie the plant body skin with each other. Protoplast fusion has been done, and there once again the new plant bodies has been arised. That is a one technique. And they used to remove the forceps, that means your anther lobes, the help of forceps, and they used to keep the anther lobe on the where a stigma, pollen grain on the stigma, and for there once again the pollination has been done, occurred, and fertilization has been occurred, and then they used to what to say, they used to allow for the mating. But nowadays what is going to happen is, first they are knowing the genetical concepts. If they wanted to breed any of the plant body, if they wanted to breed any of the plant body, first they follow the genetical characters, they see the genetical characters, they read the genetical characters, and then they used to read the molecular character of that particular. Molecular biology means what about the genes, what about the chromosomes and all, they wanted to see that one. Then next is they follow the new technique called as tissue culture. Tissue culture means what? There we are cutting the part of the plant body. Okay, so many parts, like leaf part will be there, stem part will be there, root part will be there, anther part will be there, meristem part will be there. So all the parts of the plant bodies are involved in the involved in the production of thousands of plant bodies. So that is called as tissue culture. So all these new techniques, all these new tools have been applied nowadays for the plant breeding technique. Okay, for the plant breeding technique. Okay, so hope so you have understood what I am going to say from this slide. That is conventional plant, thousands of years ago already we have applied the we have got the knowledge of the plant breeding, but that the knowledge nowadays it is applied as a revolution, in the form of revolution. Okay, why it is applied in the form of revolution? First of all, to overcome the need of the population, overpopulation, and also to produce all types of fruits and vegetables and cereals and pulses in all the season, and also the produced plant body or the produced hybrid variety should be very strong, should have the capacity to fight against with the disease. Okay, and also they have to should have high nutritive quality. Okay, high yielding should be there, high nutritive quality should be there, and also the production should be more. For this purpose, they are following the plant breeding technique by using the new tools or new technical tools. What do we say? So what are the new technical tools? How they are applying the knowledge, okay, and what they are making in the future to produce the disease-free plant bodies, that we are coming to see in the upcoming classes. Hope so you have understood, students. So today you people have seen the introductory part of the plant breeding technique. Okay, what is plant breeding you people have seen. Okay, what is plant breeding? That is a purposeful manipulation of the new plant bodies which should have the high quality, disease resistance, and also should control the environmental stress. So all these things, and also you people have seen the characters which should be incorporated in the plant breeding technique. So what are those characters? That is, if you see the second slide, we are going to see that it should produce high yielding, better quality of production, increased tolerance to environmental stress, resistance to pathogen, and increased tolerance to insects and the pests. So this is very important for 3 marks. And the next slide is, I have already told you whatever the techniques we are applying now, it has been applied in the since from the ancient years ago. That knowledge now once again we are trying to upgrade with the new modern tools. Well students, we are winding up the class with this slide. So in the next slide we are going to see that how the plant, what are the steps of the plant breeding technique, how many types of plant breeding are there, and what are the steps of the plant breeding are there, that we are going to see in the next slide. Thank you students.